I always thought that if somebody's missing, if they don't come back within 24 hours, then he called the police. Nothing came. I go out again at night, before dark, looking round everywhere, in my car, driving round everywhere. No sign of her. I could hardly sleep that night. I kept thinking she'd come back. Then I thought, she's probably gone into what? She had her bank cards with her. She's probably caught a bus or something to Ourense, gone in a hotel. I don't know. And all this time, I'm texting her son in Germany, and then we realised there's something wrong. So I said, I'm going to police. So 11 o'clock in the morning, I went to police, but I don't know where police is. So I went to the big police station in Ourense, the first one you come to, but it's like for immigration, and they told me to go to another police station. And I'm not sure, but I think it must have been a holiday or something. I went over the big bridge, over the river, and there's a police station just there. It was closed. So I goes driving through Ourense down the main street. I don't know which street it was. Anyway, as I'm driving, a police car behind me. So I put my hand out the window, flagged him down, asked him where the main police station. He wrote it down. Guardia, civil guard. So eventually I found my way there, but I'd lost so much time. So when I get into the police station, they couldn't understand me because I was English, so I had to wait maybe 20 minutes for... Anyway, to cut a long story short, I was in the police station. They were asking me all the details, typing it out, writing it down. And I must have been in there for hours, telling them everything I knew, what happened. And this detective girl kept coming in and out and whispering in this policeman's ear, but I didn't pay much attention to it. And then she says, "We've had a report. There's a woman been found matching your description, but we're not quite sure it's her because some details of her clothing are slightly different than what you told us." So my hopes were okay. I was like, and she said, "She's still alive, but she's in a bad way, this person. But we're not sure if it's your wife." So they type in all the words, and then eventually I sign it, and it's about 4 o'clock. So, and then she comes back in again, whispers in detective's ears, and she says, "We've got some bad news for you. This person has died, but we're still not sure if it's Albina, but this person has just died in the hospital." So I didn't cry because at that moment I didn't know what to think. But when I drove back home and everything's in a haze. I can't even remember driving home. They couldn't find the bag. But after a few days they found the bag with this red book in it and a bank card and whatever, her passport and things. And then they told me at that they found 2 empty boxes of pills, sleeping pills. So obviously she'd taken all the pills from 2 boxes, 2 full boxes of sleeping pills. So she knew what she was doing. She went to do it. But I didn't think for 1 minute she would do this. Well, I don't know if they thought I was incriminated because I've not read anything, so I don't know. Were people saying... I felt guilty, and I know I'd done nothing, because I told Diana, I said, "Why are they doing all this to me?" She said, "They have to be certain that it wasn't you or nothing." And they looked at my phone with all the WhatsApp messages on that I was talking to her son, the times, the different times. So they knew, that by these messages that I was concerned about her. So he treated, the detective called Adrian, treated me very well, spoke to me very well, very kind. they have an open mind. The only thing was, we wanted to get her cremated straight away, but it didn't happen because until the case is closed, it's still classed as it possibly could have been a criminal activity. So every so often I'd ring him up saying, what's happening? And we pass it to the judge now, and you can apply to get the red book from the judge. When I came to view this property, I looked at it, I thought that's a nice people next door, lovely house, nice area, perfect for rebirth, sacred, and everything was okay. But she took us round the village for a walk, and the next day she knocked on the door and she had a friend with her, and the friend, Albina, sat outside with the friend and her talking, and the friend says, could you I can speak a bit of English, but could you learn me English to Albina? And Albina says, well, I can't right now, I'm too busy. And after that, because she was sat with her, she's called Dora was sat with Albina. After that, because we didn't do what she wanted us to do. I'm very bitter towards these people, I'll be honest with you, very bitter for what they've done to her. She came across from that's our land over there. Mm-hmm. One day the dog was yelping and she said to me, it's easier to die than put up with this. I wanted to get out of this house. As soon as it happened, and you see her face, you see this, what she's done, all the pictures, everything. But slowly, as time's gone on, and my mind's come back to being normal, I think if she'd have known, if she'd have thought about it, and she'd have known what he's done to me, she would never have done this. You know, because to put somebody through what I've been through,